Gumusut Kakap, a Shell mega-project located in the deep, oil-rich waters of Malaysia.
Gumusut is going to change the landscape for Malaysia.
24,000 tons of steel floats on the surface, anchored to the ocean 1,200 meters below.
As an engineer, you cannot be more excited to be involved with mega project as we call it. It's a world-class facilities by any measures.
Energy is vital to our daily lives, and as the world's thirst for energy continues to grow, the challenge is to find and develop new sources. This is the story of how Shell's Gumusut Kakap field is helping to meet this energy challenge, with an expected capacity to produce up to 135,000 barrels of oil a day. It is producing much needed energy for the region and boosting skills and jobs. So how was the project brought to life?
Shell has been in Malaysia for over 120 years. At the start, of course, the oil industry was very different. Over the years, we have progressively gone deeper and into more complex and challenging environments. Shell, as a global company, has taken that knowledge and deployed it into Malaysia.
Working offshore is never easy, but working in the dark, cold waters at a depth of 1,200 meters presented the team with an immense challenge.
Normally, if you take shallow water as a reference, typically the structures stand on the sea bottom and things are accessible with divers. With deep water, you can't do that anymore. So you have to design things that you can only touch it with what they call remotely operated vehicles. It's like a robot that floats to turn valves 1,200 meters below.
Drawing on its expertise in deep water, Shell decided to use a floating production system, where an oil platform floats like a boat and is anchored to the ocean floor with steel tendons and anchor chains.
It floats there offshore. It's held in position by 12 big anchors, all the way down 1,200 meters deep, and it processes the hydrocarbons. The oil gets sent to the beach via an export pump and a 200-kilometer pipeline, and gas and water get re-injected into the reservoir. And that will help getting more hydrocarbons out of the ground in the end of the day as well.
If you look at the Shell global portfolio of deep water projects, this is probably one of the most complex ones. So it means that we have to bring in new technologies, both from the subsurface and surface point of view. So it's really about proving that the technologies that we have developed or applied somewhere else are actually working for Gumusut.
It also ties into how we operate as a group, where you tap into local expertise and local talent and local capability as much as possible, supplemented and supported by global processes and global expertise that exists elsewhere.
The project led to many firsts, and not just for Malaysia.
One of the records was definitely the super lift. In the yard, we built the hull from the ground up, and we built the topsides from the ground up. But at some stage it had to be mated, and the way we went about it was to lift the topsides. So we had about a weight of 23,000 tons that we had to pull up about 45 meters. And that then allowed us to slide the hull under it and get it connected. So that was definitely the biggest lift in the world.
Gumusut Kakap is a remote facility 120 kilometers offshore and home to 140 people, so the highest standards of safety are strictly adhered to.
Safety is clearly very important for our Gumusut operations. Number one on everybody's agenda. It's not just safety as well, but we have a community out there. We're also concerned about the welfare of the staff, that they're able to focus on their job, and we know that they're able to go back to their families safely at the end of each tour of duty and are able to say, I work in a safe environment.
Gumusut Kakap is more than just Shell's first deep water project in Malaysia. It opens up the potential for the creation of a major deep water hub in Southeast Asia, a hub that can help meet the world's energy challenge.